Okay, abusua ma akwa abasonko so edeba POG Media. So abusua yembonra yensem. Breaking news bi aba eno ene ya project ede ato ye screen no enchen ede ya mama no suspended Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo urged ECOWAS court to order Ghana to pay her $10 million as compensation for moral and reputational damages suffered as a result of her suspension. Abusia, suspended Chief Justice Torkornoo, HSA, who demanded for $10 million every Ghana by or send the suspension. Abusia, HSA, Neoma Wafemuno, and say, and Mguasi be at enough femuno, and some Yake Kantonosono, Abusia, who demanded for sa compensation into here. 10 million Ghana cedis into no ECOWAS High Court or the Aquaco Pimo or Sessa High Court no or Monshena Ghana phone to Asasikawe and Fama or no suspended Chief Justice Torkornoo. Yes, I'm Ramon Corner, young Concotti and some course on subscribe, like share my afro so answer into me and Kabi aha a POG Media so Madamase.
Former Chief Justice and the suspended Chief Justice. And I know can say wako ECOWAS court so wako sue Ghana $10 million US dollars. After so entitlement being in your maybe I was say yedi emano. Chasa says ano we do watrapo. I'm a young.
Yeah, I think 92.3. It's quite bizarre, sir. Yeah, but drew this point. Like I said, Ghana Nibia of Mokwenya to Adie bi nkoye ma wa court dynasty one on one can say the law is the law. So Adie bi course na say wani nye ho the best you can do is to just seek judicial redress. And ma mena pre ne ho ma say I think say people are beginning to doubt how obey a Chief Justice.
People are beginning to doubt
because Alaska when you are under pressure. A honor, the real intellect within you are coming to bear. I can't say if you want to know, so being the you wait for a trouble day. How you are able to handle pressure, you compose yourself under such circumstances, you know, and then the chair say indeed you are really mature or very intelligent person. Mamma Nema all yengina, she's behaving like a kid. And that is why the last time I told you, sir, even though she's a grown woman who have risen to the point of becoming the Chief Justice, but she has conveniently adopted baby's wisdom in the pursuit of this so-called, your friend is an injustice or say, etiano. And something you know would be so even as an ordinary person wouldn't need any knowledge about law crana, you could see clearly say the woman is far from wisdom, she's far from common sense, and she's far away from reasoning.
Oh, really?
Oh yes. What is driving her is bad counsel and sheer emotions. And my culture said, baby, we are see through yamfa emotion and emotions, yamfa mobra, yamfa nye bibia, and consistently uguswa or expose you on one kasana ho. Alaska, a constitutional process has been activated. Ghana need activity any pamiensa. President Mahama Emrasha Nikete se obi the petition brawa as a president and you follow through with the process.
That's right.
That's exactly what the president did by forwarding the petition to a Council of State. Council of State acted on it and gave the president the feedback and he communicated the outcome. The constitution says say Council of State kase asem no I met me to aso akomo anima. President yama wa kwenya Ubetimiama Chief Justice not Nanchai, and Abetiama not to also pending the course of that particular investigation. And Alaska, this is a standard procedure everywhere in any organization. What he has to say, so we are DB. Like I say, you investigate Alaska as a hoster. I'm not just saying, I'm on 2 weeks break.
Oh, that's right.
Sir. It happens everywhere. So, that's exactly what is happening to Chief. That is exactly the same practice. Oh,
but yes, who does that?
CEOs be brave. Exactly. You say, your father saying, Asemno, a quiet man, and as a would dip him, you ever throw back because we had a tendency of tampering with. your friends say
no,
evidence.
My issue. One say and police ni na ye hu say wa assault journalists no. Police are interdicting no. So you are interdicting what more or less like suspension. You are suspended. Is that not it?
Yes. And you that sorry yeah. Torkornoo say nitia pai on TV da. And America said this same mommy yeah all can say double standard no dishonesty on her part and say process ya ye didi na ne ya or say on tiase yi ono ankasa tenem ama ye de bia di nkrofo ama ono ankasa was part of the process. My culture say ye Shraj boss.
That's right.
She was subjected to this article 146 process to the point ayi ni free ho. Chief Justice Amra no a judge o no nya carpenter ni ba bia o te ba bi bodan so no a judge 2.3 enti she could have raised alarm said that o process ya mudi nkrofo e fa mi mia matena se ahu se mfom so ho nti yenya bibi mfa ho wankasa
ayo bi nti
Alaska Charlotte say ye did for the same process him establishing premier fast here nobody requested say your man ruling because she knows as a chief justice say establishing a premier fast here by council of state and adjudicatory process
that's right.
It's just a matter of establishing merit and constitution say their outcomes should be communicated to the president. Say your report some verbal constitution so they will tell the president say this is the outcome of adena yeah no then Torkornoo sorry you say yamfa ruling ne man na say ruling ban why na akodi asema yama ruling na me bisa say Alaska na no ada president Akuffo Addo ekono Professor Kwakuaza etro your friend say
the same petition
Akuffo Addo so the council of state we almost say yensemu no muntungu what is Torkornoo kwaje o ka say yamfa your friend say no musa man kan what is all request here
no
enti dia koti a wo ne de wo say your friend say yamfa musa which means you are not a principled person.
Okay,
that is first. Again process president say constitution say aya obey the be suspended and Mahama say bo media me suspended ko tan chen ye wi a na say ohu someone you can come back also ntiase because President Mahama need to me class suspended no me say and the can't say she has adopted baby's wisdom. You need to understand because my can't say this is not the first time this thing has happened. Abra announce the petition Tiger Eye because judges say nkoko eje we
justice
Derry and Co. 4 judges were suspended pending the same process. Not Torkornoo, not to Japan and not to China.
Oh no, Ghana.
You see, this is the kind of nonsense I don't understand. Because she has been part and parcel of a process. Me matena haka say your 1992 constitution have problems with brave home. But one who sama ya never can we are time now account no baka say you resolve the problem.
Because what them the idea be no.
Who the idea man for and you've been part of the process. What kind of nonsense is this?
No.
That's right. And again, so what here in some now can I say say I'm not say. I'm not the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court to to go here. And I want file for a judicial review or High Court. Obey the assembly. July we are on this assembly. Again, process na ekoso egusu koso ewo your friends a committee na anim.
That's right.
So a common sense will tell you say a process that is in activation na egusu a eko seek redress ewo Ghana court ye nwie.
That's right.
Process na wo complaining about the you wunya exhausted the process. So why then cross borders to go to Nigeria to go and hire lawyers? You say Falana chambers. Na omunye
Falana chambers. Falana
Alaska Oko high judge say your friend say yankodi asema baka ya ba Akroma John Mahama ene wo court no ebu animtia yenjina ECOWAS omo charter article 7 sumbom I dealing with human rights. Ghana constitution no crowd there esenya na didi asebo.
That's right.
But issue that you can has no a constitutional matter. No court outside Ghana can force the president or the court to give you a ruling. One of the relief I will seek say court no and President Mahama. Na you know where you know demand kwata channel on some friend say nkwara say we ECOWAS court with me catch the executive president of the Republic of Ghana.
What is that luxury near my enjoy no I want
Alaska me say nipa bia mama we yedina sembia they should go for the docket. The friend said the ruling na omunsan kwa hwehwem biem cause adwene we na odidi asem there I'm afraid. A tire we ya ode kasa yi ebia sa tire no watu ato na akofa tire foforo they are fine but a tire na ode ti ha ode di sansem hunu we sa tire na odidi amanfo asem from lower court wa kodu high court nipa ebira ko jail they don't deserve it.
And I was a review.
Every case bia Torkornoo atana so bia no we need to revisit the issue because a tire we na ode tana so and odidi asem no there me feel bad for omo ye the victims me momo yako because Alaska you can't comprehend and I can read some of the distance to you if you're ready to wear some of the relief now and you could see say in some now she's not even making reference to the constitution of this country or no ECOWAS charter and minimum be ECOWAS charter taking precedent over the constitution of this country upon which President Mahama taking powers from and there are precedent over one or say
okay I all casa no can say the council the functioning executive council which is the highest decision making body omako meeting ajiatum say they are not partaking partaking
so about the same party executive na be na for good constituency campaign. That is what I'm saying is a party no ankasa is a sinking entity. So if the National Executive Council can take a decision and one individual can sit somewhere at the constituency and torpedo that particular way now actually say the leadership is a bit fractured, you understand? And these people cannot even rely on them because they don't even know what they are doing.
That's right.
And then you boycott or china your womb, and then you kontokwa, and then you waha, and then you say. So I know the day no. As a political party, that is why the last I was telling you is they need time to weave and amend the party to get the structure first before you think about election. Maybe they also believe say the current leadership until they need to change them quickly because when the general secretary nama clearly say leadership na a problem mom. Then again, party chairman and organizer na no be yes national Thanksgiving. I say osuna ya wana pan ya won huno onam gungo na Alaska.
Na bi
ye obi a asori na ye yo. He nante bi o de kwada na mo kana so Rosi nante ne kira adwene da team. Sometimes we just need to be very
very nante at we determine adwene.
Oh nanka. Yes,
really?
The way you walk, kira adwene da team. Alaska, there are certain key things that we need to pay attention to. So Alaska, for me, these are some of the key things. And today, I'm catch us here, but Tanana, you can't sama.
That's right.
And we don't do it because we hate a political party and we hate an individual. These are facts. Me, I'm hey. My position on electoral commission has never changed. It's the same thing. I am still calling, say they are jokers and they need to be booted out. It hasn't changed. And today, if the MPP will join the chorus and tell us, say, the electoral commission, also need to go. Actually, some of us, our position has been very consistent about the fact that the electoral commission ain't yet credible enough to continue to manage elections in this country. Then back to the violence. Alaska, Ghana 2025 year with me. Now the experiences I go through by agent and now I feel so embarrassed and so ashamed. What happened there? And where from this macho man, yes, so go election grounds.
FM 92.3.
This whole thing, where is it coming from? And the police on the ground, appear a bit, your friends are wary. They can't even control them. My main dear, I can swap Van Damme, and never Van Damme that form.
But seriously,
yes, it's very embarrassing.
A whole former minister.
Yeah, in the past, she has done a lot of nasty stuff, but what happened to her is quite unfortunate because Oyoba won't even go born into forming Tita and I say,
but why was no Okita pepper
Alaska, it justify a young criticism, and I don't also, and also definitely I don't see young criticism. We need to condemn all these things, you understand? So I think that the police, should be able to give us a comprehensive report of what actually happened. Say, I'm passing my man the pepper spray, echo how the Kogu among for near. She has to be arrested.
Oh, but look at the video.
And those who attack her too must be arrested.
That's right.
Then the proper investigation will continue, and at the end of the day, whoever be culpable will be penalized. We cannot sit here and be having someone issue. And the scars are quite obvious. We set up a committee. This particular thing, I am not expecting the president to set up any committee because committee the police need to be swift and act on some of these things. Omonia police officer or journalists in this, in 10 times, I want the police for issue. Exactly. So they should be giving people updates on the other violence. So where the other your friend is saying. Kaswa Van Dam then Ajidin. There are other people. So guy be honestly MPP near Wabo Niti Ebunechi. Nadia Oya no Hono. I said Obia Ojina Sa Adena WWE no Okuno Ebu no Ojina Sa wrestling no Mobono. Just Obia Patana. Police for a panic also Onyai. Alaska, for Christ's sake, this is a rerun. This is not a national election, no. And your by election cry. Elections, sir. But what you say, a man for Abu Birma to her. That's right. It's a payback time. Because how I come see I can as a man with them, they will attempt to sir na call you and come to two. I'm a Mukoku, an innocent person. They couldn't even find the people who did those things. So how ya come see where I can and I'm not so you could be back, ya be them
and all your targets.
Oh, so definitely. So when people see you, make us a crabby and nipa na uku ne bano. Nabusi and phone or mattel for a payback. You understand? So I think that some of these things, we need to just look at it critically. Elections and yet do and die affair. And unfortunately for us, and citizens no more mind when yati or when nyansa. They know where to vote. They know when to vote. When you better to so some of these pockets of violence will not change the outcome of an election. You understand? We need to appreciate that, and the investment we continue to pump into some of these target elements. And I use during elections. Why don't you use this money to resource other entities in terms of research and other things? Now, you have the police the total control to take charge of the situation. But it doesn't appear as the police are in control. Because Macho Man who display both sides. Macho Man a Macho Man game.
And a machoism.
Yes, and a police for Nidia chain or more patch or more. It can happen. For Christ's sake, Ghana is not a banana republic. We cannot continue to be having some of these incidents or electoral grounds. Some of these things, you can magnify it. And Alaska, my real fee at the chair, your friend is saying, Atiwa. That one is a by-election.
Akwatia.
That's right. And it's a way Asia. If care is not taken, it's going to be an enhanced form of this. You understand? Exactly. So I think the IGP need to step up. Because what his people, the police officers, have demonstrated today, actually say they are not fully on top of the situation at our Ablekuma. Because Metro Mine obi police in order, baby. Now what I say. And the police for I'm not more Metro Mine chow. The first place, when I did Metro Mine about where are they coming from? And what is the purpose of Mukwa Servo in some of these things? You understand? So I think take violence away from our elections. We need to begin from some of these arenas. Now your mother police full and absolute control. Alaska police here can be more almost no more man for any.
That's right.
Because just some class some police now we are mabumeti our yasi that kind of team class police still that mentality man for not doing social uniform no there or no citizen here the way so be but police you don't have any right so better one sir especially in the public space camera and as for a chill how adwin so because Alaska you suban kra na anya hwe who cameras around
right.
You should be deterred from touching somebody. But police officer na bo abrante and so video na am say na hakura mark da ha.
That's right.
And you think you go away scot free. So it's a police officer bro obi election way. How much more Macho Man than as for you understand?
Right.
But I like the swift response by the police. He has been interdicted and further investigation will continue. This is not just the yepe. They should also look at the other violence in ICC. Some Macho Man. Fortunately for us, we have videos all over.
That's right.
Faces in as for a show. It doesn't matter, but you be across the political divide. Obia and so much violence because I didn't know it's going to be on the internet forever. And I also was gone. The videos are all over. And right now, one of the channels. As some George will be born as soon. So
it keeps on reminding.
Exactly. People can say equal. Me, I'm not seeking equalization, but the thing is that what is happened and then is totally condemnable, just like we condemned what happened.
Right.
What is bad yesterday cannot be good today. We condemn it totally, and I'm calling on the IGP and the other investigative body. They say everybody be a nam no so. Say how a kumsi in kofa pepper spray by she has to be arrested. In the past, or tutu yancheno, okoja tu guaman for so my nipa yancheno be seen that. Adin se muna bo PhD this electoral violence. Oh, the electoral violence and on a year a whole class captain Akroma say Alaska. What din se muna get away with it. It's unfortunate to say, sir, ABI is a payback. You can't say that, you understand, but I think that some of these things buy a man for boom when you go in the past, and then I'll rise here about Amri. So the police, your friend saying hierarchy, must prove to Ghanaians that they are fully on top of the issue. Your friends Abilekuma, because Edro numere that's a situation yes volatile say during the counting process. You know what is going to happen, and this is just 19 constituencies in a way AC or I think it doesn't paint a good picture about our democracy where we are and the focus of the president to transit Ghana. The Mahama is so focused launching project upon project, program upon program. The economy has taken shape and the economic front, Nema stabilize it. There is this momentum that is coming. Hope is returning once again. State institutions are beginning to be held accountable. Then as a forum, the AG and other departments are working to ensure say, so this is what Ghanaians want to know. But some of
okay, abusua wene ensema ekoso ewo political highway so suspended Chief Justice Torkornoo. No honsem na etwagua Ivan Chin so edibi ebrem. Ne bada masesamo jepene kokoti sa ensemwe de MI aha POG Media so. Bada mase.